Tali mo ko. You're
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Lewisville K Arena, where the ice is cold and the hits are heavy. This morning, Kent Sid meets the Ramblers in the semifinals. From the opening face-off to the final horn, let the games begin. So, Art, you think we're having a good game today?
Yeah, we're going to have a good game. I hope there's not very much bad blood left over from last night. This is the same team that we played last night, if you were watching at home. And hopefully the referees, I think one of the referees is the same as one of the ones last night.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to get control of this game right off the beginning.
Yep.
And then
good effort last night from both sides. It got a little heated at times, but
yes, it did. It did. By times a lot heated. There was some really pretty nasty penalties in that game last night. So hopefully we'll see how it goes here. I see the referees going over and talking it over with the coaches right now.
Hopefully they got some good rest last night.
Yep. And we'll see who shows up for this game right off.
All we can ask is for a good effort and clean as possible game. So.
Yep. So starting lineup for Kent side, we got Gallant, Boucher, Poirier on for forwards. And on defense, we've got Cormier and Schulten.
Yep. For the Ramblers, they seem to put the second goalie today, so same rulers last night.
When people look, he's a bit of a giant. He's a bit of a giant. And anyways,
thanks again to Maya Productions this morning for making it possible for everybody to see online.
All right, here we go. And Kent wins the draw. Gallant gets the puck, and Boucher shoots that into the zone. Gallant in on the forecheck. And the Ramblers will pick that up, and they get it to the point, and that slips right by Schulten, and there will be no ice. Oh, there is an icing on that. Okay. And we'll get a face-off in the Rambler zone. Just to the left of the netminder.
We'll retake that face-off and see what we can create.
Yep. So, you're going here, Gallant, taking the draw. Gallant, he wins the draw, but the Ramblers come out with it. And Cormier chips away at that. Cormier again chips it. And
nice
shot. And Alain had to be sharp there.
Yep, came in as a laser.
And that 97 for the Ramblers, I'd say he's their top player.
Yep.
He was in the...
They use him a lot to put shots on net.
Yeah, he gets a lot of ice time. And, all right, we got McPherson taking the draw here.
He's a right-handed.
And McPherson wins the draw. He's flanked by Maillet there. And Maillet has it. Maillet chips that up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc doesn't get it out, and Alain will freeze that and stop the play.
Well, I think, as much as possible, any rebound is best to just kind of make sure we have a handle on the puck. And
you're better off whistling it down, get a pace off.
Yep.
Control it and try and get out of the zone. Yep. Okay, McPherson taking the draw here. McPherson, Brisson tried doing the draw, and Alain, they get a little shot on net, and Alain freezes that again. He's not taking any chances this morning.
Yep.
All right, here we go again. The Ramblers just to the left of Alain. McPherson again. McPherson gets a draw. Gets it in his feet, and Brisson comes out with it. Hits McPherson, who moved over, and they go in. Brisson with that big stick has it on the boards, gets it back to McPherson. McPherson back to Brisson. Brisson has it. He comes out front. Oh, and he shot it. And another shot. That hits LeBlanc right in the front. Maillet again with it. Maillet chips it up to Brisson. Brisson cross in front. Oh, and McPherson was there for the one-timer. And LeBlanc whacking away at it, and Brisson has it behind the net again. Brisson over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc's got it out front. LeBlanc goes for the wraparound, and they try to... Oh, and Breyer had to dive, try to keep that in, but Maillet comes back and picks it up. Maillet has it. Maillet chips that up, misses Brisson, and we'll get an icing and a line change. And we got Savoie, McDonough, and DeRoy coming on. And DeRoy is here because actually we have 2 players out. We've got Alex Deroche with a suspension that's being appealed right now. And then Hugo, who took a nasty hit to the head yesterday.
And we got, up to now, we have 3 shots on net for Ramblers and 2 shots for Vincent.
Okay. And conference again there at the Ramblers bench. And here we go. And Savoie wins the draw. And Cormier picks it up, goes behind his net. Cormier chips it around to McDonough. McDonough's right there. And the Ramblers will chip that back in. And they had it in front. And Cormier chipped that around the net.
Yeah, he was close. He was close.
DeRoy trying to move it up. And the Ramblers chipped that back in. Cormier around to McDonough. McDonough chips that up on the boards, and they're chipping away at it. Again, he chips it, and that comes back in deep into the zone. And Schulten was going in for a hit. Savoie tried to chip that up, and feet were in the way, I think, there. Here it goes, comes around to DeRoy. DeRoy into his man, and the Ramblers steer that towards the corner. Again, shot towards the net. Again, that goes wide, another shot. And here we go. The Ramblers seem to be all over. Okay, there we go. And on a wall shot, and they chip that back in. Schulten picks that up. Schulten will bring it up. Schulten will chip that in deep. McDonough goes in on the forecheck.
I think they're playing it safe.
And McDonough, he pulls up, and Meyer gets it, shoots that towards the net, and right on. And we'll get a face-off to the right of the Ramblers netminder. And we've got a line change coming on for Kent South. We've got Gallant, Boucher, and Gauguin on. Right, Gallant taking the draw here. Gallant wins the draw. Gauguin tried to chip that to Maillet, but Gauguin still ran some interference here. That's good. Boucher comes back. He chips it off the boards. And the Ramblers will chip that in deep. And it goes by everybody, and Gauguin coming back hard. He's going to try and steal the puck. And Maillet gets it, and that is, they didn't call the offside there. Everybody got back on side. The Ramblers are coming out with it. Ramblers shoot that weird bounce off the boards there. And
in the frame of the window.
Ramblers chip that, and Boucher, they try to hit him on the way around. Ramblers shoot that towards the net again. And Breyer hit his feet. And Boucher comes back and picks it up. Boucher has it, cuts to the middle. And Breyer chips that off his stick. And Gauguin picks it up. Gauguin chips it over to Gallant. Gauguin trying to get that. Gauguin chips it to the point, to Cormier. Cormier towards the net. And glove save, Ramblers goaltender.
Seen that coming.
Yeah, he saw that all the way. Need to get a little traffic in front. All right, we've got Brisson coming on with McPherson and LeBlanc. Brisson taking the draw here. And Brisson wins the draw. Cormier has it, chips it on the boards. Again, that gets chipped out by the Ramblers to the neutral zone. Schulten comes back and picks it up. Schulten chips that up, tries to hit LeBlanc, and they get it in the zone. McPherson going back on the forecheck. And that comes back, and Schulten will stop that, chip that in deep. And LeBlanc has it, chips out towards the net, but wide. McPherson again comes across, gets it to the point, and a point shot there. And Schulten's going to pinch, and he keeps it in for a brief moment, but Brisson steps back in the point position.
Good read from Brisson, make sure that somebody was behind.
He chips that in, and Cormier has it. Cormier, what are you calling? High stick.
Yep.
Contact with the puck, that gets whistled down, and that face-off will come outside.
Fairly high, so I think it was a goal.
Yeah, he was crouched down too.
It would have nice to have it. He was in the zone, coming in there.
Yeah. All right, we got Savoie, McDonough, and DeRoy on. Savoie taking the draw. Savoie, Ramblers take possession, get it out. Schulten, cross, off the boards, and McDonough going in here. They chip it in deep. Savoie going around. McDonough cuts in interference. DeRoy shoots towards the net. Pad save. And Savoie gets it to the corner. DeRoy into his man. DeRoy again. and they can't keep it in. Cormier picked that up and look for some place for it to go. He hits Schulten. Schulten comes back, and the Ramblers chip that in. Schulten will come back, pick it up, and he'll chip that around. Tries to hit DeRoy, and DeRoy chips it off the boards. Schulten chips that out, and a stick touches that, and he'll, just over Savoy's stick. And that's going to be offside, so Cormier will pick it up. Cormier has it. Cormier chips that around, and
good stick from Maya.
Yeah, he chipped that out to the neutral zone. Here we go. And they got 97 on, and Boucher trying to run, and that gets chipped off Boucher's leg into the bench against South, and you got a stoppage in play.
So currently we have 5 shots on net for Kinston and 3 for Ramblers.
Okay, and Boucher taking the draw here. Boucher wins the draw, and the Ramblers have possession, but Gauguin gets it out. Gauguin again, Boucher chips out in the zone. Boucher still has it, chips out in front of the net. Oh, and the Ramblers goaltender had to be sharp there. It is bad.
Yeah, that was he had to be sharp for that one. It was a weird puck coming in.
Yeah, and here we go. Boucher taking the draw again. Flanked by Poirier and Gauguin. Boucher gets it back to Meyer. Meyer tries to shoot that towards the net, off a player and into the Ramblers bench. And here we go. Boucher taking the draw. And Boucher. Ramblers win the draw. They chip that around, and Breyer will chip that back in deep. Gauguin going. Gauguin trying to hit his man, and does make contact there. And here we go. Oh, and Claudia tried to stop that, and the Ramblers chipped that, and that'll go in deep in Kensau zone. Breyer chips that around to Maye, just over his stick. Oh, and Alain had to be sharp there on that stick save. Breyer going around, he ties his man up, and Boucher comes back and gets it, and they try to get it out front, and Gauguin will get it. Boucher is coming, he's got Gauguin with him. Boucher still has it. Boucher, that tried to go low on the glove side. Gauguin still right, and Brisson chipped that back in deep. Brisson goes in on the forecheck, and Cormier will get it. Cormier shoots, right on.
That was a good shot. He couldn't hold that shot.
No, it was a good hard wrist shot. He had time to step in too. 7:52 left in the first period, 0-0. All right, here we go. Brisson taking the draw. And Brisson wins the draw, gets it back, and tried to hit Cormier, and it went squeaked by between the two of them. Cormier gets it. Cormier chips it off the boards, trying to hit Brisson. They ship that back in, but Cormier will get it again. He starts up. Cormier comes across center. He goes all the way around. Cormier tries to chip it out front, and he was trying to hit LeBlanc across pass, and the stick got in the way. All right, here we go. McPherson taking the draw here. Brisson moves to the wing. And McPherson wins the draw, gets it back to Schulten. Schulten steps in, shoots wide. LeBlanc going in. LeBlanc picks it up. LeBlanc, he's trying to protect the puck there. And McPherson comes back, gets it to the point. And we get a shot on net. Big rebound there. McPherson again to the point. They go across to Schulten. Schulten shoots that towards the net, and it goes off a stick and into the corner. And LeBlanc comes back and gets it out to Schulten. Schulten shoots. Oh, glove save.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah. All right. LeBlanc went down in the corner.
8 shots for Ginsid and 4 for Ramblers.
LeBlanc went down in the corner. He seems to be holding his side there, but he snapped around. 7:01 left in the first. And Brisson takes the draw, and they get possession, get it back to the point. Tried to hit Brisson, Cormier did again, but Ramblers' stick was in the way, and they get it down the ice, and Alain will freeze that and get a face-off. And we'll get a line change. Here comes the line of Savoie, DeRoy, and McDonough. Oh, no, Boucher's coming on.
If the music doesn't change, I think my head production might take off a jacket again.
Yeah, and there we go. Breyer chips that up. Breyer's still in the corner with it. Breyer, Savoie gets it. Savoie chips it up to McDonough. McDonough has it, and he gets it almost out, not quite. This will go on Maillet's stick. He'll get it out of the zone. Maillet, he gets wound up. He comes in, and he shoots towards the net. Big rebound there. McDonough going over. McDonough runs interference there and takes his man into the board. And Breyer chips that off a stick and back in deep. McDonough goes. And Savoie chips in deep. And McDonough's there well. McDonough takes his man into the board and goes down. McDonough has the puck. He's going behind the net. And the Ramblers will pick it up. And Savoie coming across. Oh, Boucher hits his man. And there we go. They get it out to center. That's offside.
Good.
Boucher landed his man up, and he gave a good, solid body check there. And all right.
I think that was a good call from Boucher because he had some good speed coming in.
Yeah. 5:51 left in the first period, 0-0, and we've got the line of Gallon, Poirier, and Gauguin. There we go. Gallon won the draw, but the Ramblers got possession and shot it in. Breyer chips that off the boards, trying to hit Poirier. Poirier trying to chip that up, and Breyer still in the corner. He takes a big hit and goes down. Ramblers have it out front. Oh, and they shoot that, and that goes wide. And Gallon coming around, and the Ramblers get it up front again, and they shoot and score! 77 for the Ramblers.
77 for Ramblers.
Yep. And Kent South now play like they did yesterday, starting from a 1-0 position.
Yep.
And
let's see if we can turn this around.
Yep. Yeah, Gallant taking the draw here. And the referee's talking and about that. I think they're talking about the celebration. And they're telling them to calm down. If he does that again, the celebration, it was a little heavy. All right, here we go. They're taking the draw. And the Ramblers win the draw. They get that back. And here we go. Claudia in his man. Blank gets the puck. He has to go around. And Ramblers again trying to come out. Claudia running interference here. And Gallant tried to lift the stick. Claudia comes back, swinging at it. The Ramblers chip that in deep. And they try to get a shot on the side of the net. And there. Kent South will get it just to the point, and Cormier picks that up on his stick, and he comes up hard. Cormier is coming in. Cormier gets it to Gauguin. Gauguin right in front. Gauguin shoots!
That was a nice play.
And that just touched Schulten's hand, and that's no icing. So Brisson has to come back and pick it up. Brisson turns. He'll hit Cormier, and they'll shoot that back in, and here we go. Boucher up to Brisson. Brisson tried to reach for it, but Poirier gets it. Boucher gets it. Sends it back to Maillet. Maillet. He'll turn. Breyer. Breyer back to Maillet. Maillet up to Boucher. Boucher has it. He goes through Brisson's feet there, and away the Ramblers turn, and all right. The Ramblers will chip that in deep, and Alain will stop that. 3:56 left in the first period.
And nine shots on net for Kinston and 5 for Ramblers with the Ramblers on goal.
And all right, here we go. Got a line change. We've got DeRoy, McDonough, and Savoy on now. And on point, we got Maya and Brian. All right, here we go. Savoy taking the draw. Savoy wins the draw, gets it. Tried to get it over to Maya, and it'll come all the way across to McDonough. McDonough hits DeRoy. That comes out of the zone, and they'll ship that back in. And Breyer picks it up behind his net. Breyer back up for McDonough, and that comes out. McDonough lifts the stick, and that comes all the way down to, and McDonough again keeps it in deep. And Savoy has it. Savoy takes a big hit there. And Maya has it. Maya hits his man, and this goes back in. And Savoy is going to come in with a vengeance. Savoy hits his man, and that's going to be charging. Savoy hit to the head. Oh, well, he could have called charging because he had about 8 strides going in.
Yeah. Usually the rule of thumb is you wait a couple of shifts if you want to, go hit back, but just not charging.
Yeah. Well, he hit him. It's called a hit to the head. I think it'll be a 2 minute. It wasn't that violent. 4 minute. Oh my goodness. So 3:10 left in the first period, and the Ramblers have a power play here for 4 minutes. And Gallant taking the draw here. Gallant wins the draw, but the Ramblers get possession. And the Ramblers trying to get a shot towards the net. Oh, it comes down, and no! What a save by Gallant! That is a save. Okay, we get it down the ice. Gallant comes, he steals the puck. Gallant shoots off the shoulder. And he takes a hit from behind. And again, they try to get it out. And Gallant cuts across. And again, Gallant's big stick. He has it, possession. He gets it back to Poirier. Poirier will turn, shoot that down the ice. And the Ramblers trying to chip that up and get it in. Okay, the Ramblers, Poirier goes into his man. The Ramblers shoot that towards the net again. And Murray come around, and he'll shoot that down the ice and get that down the ice.
Good effort taking the body from my there.
Yeah, real good effort. All right, here we go. The Ramblers pick it up behind their net. We've got LeBlanc on. LeBlanc comes out. And Boucher with his stick trying to make some moves there. And they get it back. And Alain gets a big save there. They shoot that. That goes off the side of the net. Ramblers again get it out front. And, high stick.
High stick, yep.
Touches it. And high stick, it comes outside for the face-off.
Okay, so any high stick comes out to
well, the opposing player, the offensive team hit it and then touch it again, so it'll come outside.
Okay. I didn't know that. Now I know.
Yeah.
And so does everybody watching now.
Yeah, so if Kent South had to touch it, it would have been off to the left.
Okay.
LeBlanc took the draw, and the Ramblers come out with possession. The Ramblers come in, long shot, and Alain saved that. Shot to the boards, again to the point. And the Ramblers have it. And Ramblers, they're letting him walk right in, and a shot, and that hits a player. Again, they got it. That skips over the stick, and LeBlanc's on the mark. And LeBlanc can keep going, and he goes down on his man, and they keep it in, and Boucher comes and gets it. Boucher has it. Boucher gets it across, and he tried to hit Cormier, steaming in. Cormier with it, trying to move around. Cormier keeping possession. He goes on the boards, trying to waste some seconds here. And 1:08 left in the first period, and they got it tied up, and Boucher gets it, and it gets poked out. 97 gets it, and Schultz going to shoot that back down the ice. And 52 seconds left in the first period, and Cormier has possession. Cormier waiting for somebody to get on. Cormier again has it in the zone. And we've got McPherson on now with Breyer. Breyer will keep it in. Breyer still going in deep. Breyer keeps going. And it comes back to McPherson. McPherson will shoot that up, and he hits it, goes in deep. Duggar is going in. 28 seconds left in the first period. And here we go. And Gauguin again running a little interference, and they get it across. Breyer steps up and chips that off the stick. And Meyer ties his man up. Meyer comes around. Meyer gets it out of his own.
Good body from Meyer.
And 97 for the Ramblers is back on, and we've got McPherson there trying to run interference. And that'll be it for the first period.
Yep. So we have
shots.
9 shots for Ramblers and 11 shots for Kent Sud with 1 goal for Ramblers.
And we'll take a break.
Take a little break.
All right, we're back, and here we go. And Brisson. And the Ramblers got the draw, but Kent South shot it down into the ice. Brisson in on the forecheck. And Brisson still trying to poke away at that puck. He's coming hard, and Breyer will chip that in. And here we go. We got McDonough going in, trying to run some interference. McDonough going around, and he almost walked that puck off the stick. Brisson's in the way. Brisson, he went around him. McDonough coming again, and they get it. Oh! And they shot and a score, and I think that deflected off Alain's stick.
Oh, yeah, it picked me up.
I think if you look at the replay, that just...
odd angle.
Yeah. And the Ramblers are up 2-0.
2-0 for Ramblers.
And 14:25 left in the second period. And here we go.
The shots are 11 Kent Sud, 10 Ramblers.
Yep. Kent South can come back. They've been down before.
Yep.
And the Ramblers seem to have a lot of confusion of who they're putting on the ice all the time. All right. And Gallant taking the draw here. And Kent South wins the draw, but it goes right over Schulten's stick. Schulten comes back, he chips that around. Ramblers get it towards the net again. And Cormier picked that up, chips it up for Gauguin. Gauguin chips it out to Gallant. And Ramblers have picked that up and they shoot it, and Alain saves that.
Good save.
All right, here we go. And Gallant will take the draw just to the right of Alain. And geez, their music doesn't really match good here. They go from a real good song to one that's like pretty slow. All right, Ramblers win the draw, shoot towards the net. Oh, and that went off the post. And it was deflected, and Cormier gets it. He brings it out. Cormier has it. He's got 3 abreast. He's getting hooked bad. He tries to get it in front of the net. And Schulten will keep that in. He goes in deep into the corner. The Ramblers shoot that. That goes off a foot. Gallant has it. He tries to step around his man. And the player's stick was up underneath Gallant's arm. And the Ramblers will shoot that down the ice. Schulten going back to get it. And that'll be icing. Ramblers. All right. We'll get a line change here. We've got LeBlanc, Boucher, and Brisson coming on. And
see if we can pick up a little momentum.
Yeah. And here we go. Let's go. Boucher will take the draw. And we'll see if we can win this draw and get something going, some momentum. All right, Boucher takes the draw. He wins it. And Brisson gets it back to the point, and the Ramblers will chip that out. And Boucher's going back, and they get a shot. He wafts that right in front of the net, and LeBlanc comes back and picks it up. LeBlanc's got a player on him. He chips that in, and Brisson's going in on the forecheck. Boucher goes back, and here we go. Schulten has it at the point. Schulten shoots towards the net, and he saw that all the way. And LeBlanc took a little hit again. No retaliation. Looks like he took that chip right behind the leg. So we got Savoie, DeRoy, and McDonough on. And Maya and Breyer on point. Okay, here we go. Savoie taking the draw. And Ramblers win the draw, but they don't get it out yet. Savoie comes back. He picks it up. He'll turn at center and see if he can go in. He hits his man, and he goes down. And McDonough came across, tried to hit his man, center ice. And Breyer has it. Breyer will go back behind his net, chip that over to Maya. And DeRoy chips that out. And the Ramblers chip that back in. And here we go. Maya comes across. Maya goes around a couple of players, and Savoie comes back and picks that up. He'll go behind his net, chip it around to Breyer. Breyer chips that back for Maya. Maya will pick it up, and he'll wind up maybe. Yeah, here he comes. He goes around, and Maya can really wind up. Maya gets across center. He's got DeRoy with him, and McDonough in front. Oh, and he tried to throw it in front. And here we go. Maya still has it. Maya kicks it out to McDonough. And yeah, Amherst, goaltender, will freeze that. We'll get a line change. And we'll have a face-off just to the left of him. And we got Gallon, Gauguin, and Pradier coming on. And, all right, here we go. And Gallon sent that to the corner. The Ramblers get possession. Pradier is in there. Pradier takes his man into the boards, and this is a Gallon shot just off the shoulder. Cormier came back to pick it up, and Cormier's got it here, and no, he chips it off the stick to the Amherst player, and he chips that up, hits the netting, and we'll get a whistle, and we'll have a face-off just to the left. We're going to have Boucher come on, and he's going to replace Gauguin, sorry.
Shots on net are 12-12.
12-12. Great. Here we go. Gallon wins the draw. Cormier gets it off the boards, but not out, and they get a shot towards the net again. And Alain stopped that.
Yeah, you had to be quick there.
Yeah, 2 shots right there. You had to be quick. And all right, you'll have Gallon taking the draw again, 11:27 in the second. And Gallon won the draw, but Ramblers had possession. They get it to the corner. And Cormier goes, and he gets it out, and Gallon has it on his stick. He'll go around the net. Gallon tries to cut across, and tripping coming to the Ramblers. And, all right.
We'll take it.
Takes his first power play.
Yep.
And I believe that'll come down into the Rambler zone. Then we've got the power play line coming on, so we will have Brisson, McPherson, and Boucher. And on point, we've got Maillet and Cormier. And McPherson, they win the draw, and Boucher gets it to the corner. And the Ramblers going around, and Brisson gets it. Oh, and the Ramblers chip that out. And they get it down the ice. Cormier's coming back. Cormier, he tries to ride his man in the boards. And they chip it out front, and McPherson will get that, and there we go. Here we go. Cormier, no, Ramblers keep it in. Rizzo has it. He gets it across to Maye. Maye hits Cormier off his stick, and Brisson gets it. It's in the feet of the referee, and they get across to Maye. Maye will bring it in. Maye brings it in the zone, chips it back to McPherson. McPherson across to Cormier. Cormier shoots, and it hits a player in front. And the Ramblers shoot that down the ice. And here comes Cormier, 1:04 left in power play. Cormier, he'll wind up. He goes around his man. Cormier brings it in. Here we go. Cormier shoots. And a stick save there. McPherson picks it up in the corner. And he chips it out. There's nobody there on the point. And the Ramblers will pick it up. And they'll bring that down and waste some seconds. They shoot that towards the lane. And
we'll get another try.
And we'll have a face-off just to the right of the lane, and 43 seconds left in the power play. 9:57 left in the second period. 15 shots on
net for Ramblers and 13 for Kensett.
Okay, well, so we got Gallant taking the draw here with Pradier, and Gallant wins the draw. Pradier tries to bring it out, gets chipped off his stick, and the Ramblers are chipped out to center. Breyer hits Gallant. Gallant gets it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc goes off his stick, and LeBlanc has it here. LeBlanc goes in front. LeBlanc trying to chip that in front. LeBlanc with it again. He's behind the net. LeBlanc chips that out. Only gets it. And LeBlanc shoots, chip away at it. And they whistle, and the Ramblers knock him down again. And LeBlanc was trying to poke that in. 11 seconds left in the power play, and we'll get a draw right to the left of the netminder. And all right, we got a line change coming on here for the defenseman, and Brisson's back on with LeBlanc and Gallant. No, Brisson, McPherson, and Boucher here for the last 11 seconds of the power play. McPherson taking the draw. McPherson, the whistle. And, all right, take the draw again. McPherson getting ready. McPherson wins the draw. Boucher gets it back. And the disc pass, Schulten. Schulten will come back and pick it up. Schulten chips that out. And that's offside. O'Neill for
have a face-off on
the Ramblers brought it offside because Ripley was well into the zone. All right, let's go. McPherson taking the draw here, and 2 seconds left in the power play. 2-0 Ramblers. And
2 seconds on the power play for Kensett.
And McPherson wins the draw, and that goes over Schulten's stick. Schulten comes back, and the penalty's over. Schulten chips it off the boards, tries to hit Boucher up high, and Boucher, Boucher doesn't get it? Yes. Boucher has possession. McPherson comes back and gets it, chipped off his stick. He hits Brisson behind the net. Brisson up front. Off the leg. Schulten has it. Schulten chips up towards the corner. Brisson shoots up towards the net. And the rebound's right there. And they shoot that down the ice. And that's not going to have enough meat to make it for icing. So Schulten has to come back and pick it up. Schulten off the boards. He hits McPherson. McPherson will wind up here. He comes in. And McPherson goes around. McPherson has it. McPherson, he'll turn. He chips it back to Cormier. Cormier shoots towards the net. Shot. 2 shots there for Boucher. Boucher gets it up front. And they chip that. And he was trying to hit Brisson. Brisson. Cormier coming back in. Cormier has it. Cormier's going around. Cormier shoots. Cormier shoots on net, and the rebound comes out, and Brisson is right there. 2-1.
Good old rebound.
Yeah. And that's what you got to do. Crash the net. I said that earlier.
Very true.
You got to have traffic in front of a big goaltender like that. He covers a lot of area.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go. New game now. It's a new game.
Ramblers 2 goals and 21 shots.
Savoy taking the draw. Savoy wins the draw. Comes back. And Maya has it on his stick. Tries to chip it out for DeRoy. DeRoy on the board. She gets it. He cuts to the middle. DeRoy has it. He's shaking off the man. And DeRoy goes down. And that's how Savoy's stick. And Meyer goes into his man. Breyer's coming back to pick it up. It goes all the way down. Breyer, he turns. Breyer has 2 men on him. He chips it out, hits DeRoy. DeRoy takes a hit from behind. And a penalty coming to the Ramblers. And penalty coming to the Ramblers here for checking from behind.
Yep.
And let's see, is that going to be a 2 minute or a 4? And he's watching there. There's
hopefully it's a
2
4.
minutes. Boarding is what he called. Power play, Kent South.
You got 2.
Yep.
Right.
And there we go. So we've got LeBlanc, Gallo, and Poirier coming on. And Gallo, LeBlanc taking the draw here. And we get a whistle right away. They weren't lined up right. And LeBlanc telling Cormier where he wants him. And they're resetting the clock. What are they doing here? They took the penalty down, putting it back up at 2 minutes.
Okay. I thought maybe they made a mistake and they meant to put 4, but they actually it's 2.
Yeah, I was hoping for that as well. All right, 7:29 left in the second. And LeBlanc takes the draw. He wins the draw, but the Ramblers have possession. And Poirier into his man. And Maye, he goes into his man. And 97 for the Ramblers. Skating hard there, and he gets a shot towards the net, shoots it high, and it hits the netting, comes out. 1:42 left in the power play. And we'll have the face-off just to the right of the lane. 7:11 left in the second period. And Gallant will take the draw here. And LeBlanc goes way over to the far side. Gallant wins the draw, gets it to Meyer. Meyer, he's moving up, and they get that out to Poirier, and LeBlanc chips out, and it's not, and they called that offside, or did it hit a player on the bench? I think it touched the player on the bench when it chipped up.
Yeah, might have.
And here we go. Now we got 97 for the Ramblers up against McPherson. McPherson, he wins the draw but doesn't get possession. The Ramblers come out with it. And they shoot. That goes off Maye's pads. And 97 still has it. And Brisson goes back and steals the puck. He gets that back to McPherson. McPherson chips that and he tries to hit Boucher up high. And they were going for that stretch pass. Brisson comes back. He has 97. 97 takes him hard into the board. Brisson gets up, shakes that off, and he gets it up to Cormier. Cormier goes around his man. And the Ramblers push that in. 54 seconds left in the power play. Here, Cormier will wind up now. Ramblers on a line change. Cormier, he comes across center, and he gets his own. Cormier goes in, and the Ramblers try to chip that on the boards, and no, Brisson will pick it up. Brisson chips that up to Boucher. Boucher across. He has Meyer. Meyer shoots off the side of the net. Nice. Boucher comes back. He chips it up to Brisson. Brisson has it on point. Brisson chips that towards the corner, and Meyer has it. Meyer over to Boucher. Brisson. Brisson winds up, shot towards the net. That was high, and Boucher had the duck. Meyer has it again. Meyer chips it into Boucher. Boucher has it behind the net. Boucher gets hit, and Brisson stops out at the point. Boucher shot towards the net by Brisson. McPherson chips that in, and they chip it back to him, and McPherson chips that to the point. Brisson has it. Brisson has it to McPherson. McPherson tries to get Boucher in the center. Boucher comes back, and there Brisson stopped that. Brisson shoots that towards the net, wide. And Brisson comes in on the forecheck. McPherson there, and here. Ramblers will shoot that in, and that goes wide. Breyer heads back. Breyer chips that up. Tries to hit DeRoy. And Breyer, he'll take a big hit. And McPherson chips that around. DeRoy chips that out, hits McDonough. McDonough gets it chipped off his stick.
Good try, good try.
And it's in the Rambler zone. McDonough going in on the forecheck. McDonough still there trying to lift his stick. And the Ramblers get it out to the neutral zone. And that's offside.
Yep. Pretty offside there.
Yep. We'll have a face-off
on the outside of the blue line here.
Just outside of the Kent South line.
22 shots for Kent Sid, 15 for Ramblers.
Okay, and 4:32 left in the second period. All right, Savoie taking the draw here. Savoie wins the draw. Ramblers come out with possession, and they shoot that down in their own zone. McDonough going in on the forecheck. And the Ramblers shoot that on the boards, and Maye will pick that up. Maye will turn, he'll head in, and he'll shoot that in deep. And McDonough going in on the dump and chase. And Breyer shoots that towards the net. And there we go, and that gets chipped right up front. Oh, and that gets shot wide by DeRoy. And a penalty coming for interference to the Ramblers, I believe. Is it? Or to McDonough?
I'm not sure.
McDonough going off for interference.
I didn't see that. But
I was following the puck, but
yeah,
I think he was fighting for a position in front of the net. And the Ramblers are going to power play for 4 minutes left in the period. And a 2-minute power play for the Ramblers. And a nice short-handed ground would be good for Kent South.
Why did we go to the opposite zone for the face-off?
Because we got the penalty. And we go face-off goes part of the punishment. Oh, and a shot, and what a save there by LA. And Claudier over there trying to get it out, and the Breyer will shoot that down the ice.
Yeah, I had to be really sharp there.
Yeah, and here we go. And Gallant was running on the forecheck there. And Gallant in center ice. Gallant turns and he chips that off his stick, and they'll chip that down the ice. And Gallant going again in on the forecheck. And the Ramblers are trying to break out of their zone. And they come to center. And they'll get that. They drop past that. And that hits the player. Oh, and that had to be careful. Mario shoot that off the boards and get it. And Gallant picks it up, and he shoots that out to center. Claudier, oh, and that's a glove pass to himself, so no. And the shot, and that goes wide. Mario chip that, that'll hit the netting, and we'll get a face-off. Right, and that'll be to the left.
Yep.
2:56 left in the second period. 7 seconds left in the power play. And there we go. Brisson will be taking the draw here, and he's got Gauguin. Brisson wins the draw. It's in the feet, and they're scrambling for it, and they come out, and the Ramblers shoot, and that goes high over the net. And the Ramblers shoot that back, and it comes out of the zone. Brisson coming back. Brisson going to chip that off a stick maybe, and Ramblers come out to center, and they come across the line. And they're going, they shoot. Oh, and Ale, big save there. Cormier chipping on the boards. Cormier still chipping away at it. Cormier's in the feet, and the Ramblers players going around. Cormier lifts his stick, and Cormier's got it there, and the Ramblers come out with it, and he's got it out front, and he shoots. Oh, Ale had to be sharp there and stretched out. And Cormier got a little tired there fighting for that. Okay, Cormier gets it, a 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Cormier has it, he's trying to go around, gets it across to Gauguin. Gauguin shoots. Whoa! And that was a nice play. That was a really nice play.
Shoulder, but He's a big bowler.
Yep.
Couldn't just squeeze
And
it
his
in.
own player was screening him a bit there, a little more to the left with that shot, and it was probably going in. All right, we got McPherson taking a draw here, flanked by LeBlanc and Boucher, and the penalty's over. On point, we got Meyer and Breyer, and McPherson wins the draw, and LeBlanc, nice backhand right off, and we're gonna have a face-off just to the left of the Ramblers netminder. And that comes out. Breyer has it at the point. He'll chip that in deep. LeBlanc goes around and gets it. That big long stick from LeBlanc. LeBlanc's still on his feet, trying to dig it out. McPherson comes over and he chips away at it. And the Ramblers will come out with it. Ramblers coming out to the neutral zone, and we got Boucher running interference here. And Meyer comes out. Meyer goes into his man. Meyer takes a hit from behind, chips it out to LeBlanc. LeBlanc chip it up and not out. They get a shot. Oh, and blocker saved by Alain. Breyer. He gets that to Boucher. Boucher takes a hit. Oh, Boucher chips that out right out front. And there we go. Shot. That goes wide. Thank goodness. And it skipped past the Ramblers player, and it goes back down into their zone. 58 seconds, and LeBlanc almost stole that. And here we go. Boucher coming across, and that hits the linesman in the feet. And McPherson chips that around, and he picks it up. Nope, Boucher gets it, and that's offside.
Close. He tried.
42 seconds left. We'll get a line change here. Then we'll have a face-off just in front of the Kent South bench. And we'll have a flood between the second and third period.
Currently at 23 shots for Kent Sud and 20 shots for Ramblers.
Yeah. Gallant taking the draw here. And Gallant wins the draw, and Schulten will shoot that in. Brisson in on the forecheck. Brisson goes in, and Brisson ties his man up, but Poirier comes around, and Cormier will get the puck. He'll shoot that in. Cormier has it, shoots towards the net. Oh, and the Amherst netminder, you only saw that at the last minute. I think on the angle it was probably going to go wide, but he scooped it up anyways. All right, here we go. Gallant taking the draw. Gallant wins the draw, gets it to Brisson. Brisson has it, and Gallant goes down, and they get it across. They shoot it to Schulten. Schulten chips that in deep, and Gallant going around behind the net to pick it up. Gallant has it, gets it out front, and that comes out of the zone. And Schulten's got to come back hard. 6 seconds left in the second period. Schulten tries to hit Brisson, and that's the end of the second period.
All right, we'll take a little break and go back.
Okay, here we go. Yep. Third period, 2-1 Ramblers. And Kent South is a pretty simple thing. Kent South's got to get traffic in front of that big goaltender.
Yep.
And the shots are pretty good. So we just got to stick to the game plan here. So we got McPherson, LeBlanc, and Brisson. Sorry, that's Boucher. No, Brisson. And here we go. Brisson, Kent South wins the draw. And Maye has it. Maye moving up across center. Maye comes in. Maye goes around his man. Maye still has it. Maye chips that up front. Oh! And Breyer stops that. He chips that to the corner. Brisson will pick it up. And Brisson has it on the boards. And there's lots of backup coming in to help him. We've got McPherson there. Brisson. LeBlanc chipping away at it. LeBlanc moving. LeBlanc chips it out. And Breyer gets it. Oh! And no. Maye's got to come back and pick it up. Maye has it. Maye chips that up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc chips that into the center, comes in, and that comes out, and they call offside. And all right,
let's
go. Line change. Get a line change here. We got McDonough, DeRoy, and Savoy coming on. And
all right, let's see what
here we go. Now, important, we got Cormier and Schulten. And Ramblers win that draw. Schulten gets it. He comes back and picks it up in the neutral zone. And he chips that up to Savoy. And Savoy didn't see that coming. Comes back, picks it up, gets it to Schulten. Schulten, he'll chip that in deep. McDonough's got to go in on the forecheck. And Savoy keeps that in. And arm comes down. It was on a delayed offside. Ramblers get that out. DeRoy steps into his man, tries to throw him off, and that hits a foot, and there we go. That's a delayed offside there. Cormier picks it up. Cormier steps around his man. Cormier is on the move. Cormier going up the boards. He's flying in. Cormier comes in. Cormier gets across there. DeRoy. Oh! DeRoy was just a little hot for DeRoy to handle. And McDonough pokes that out, and the Ramblers try to get it out. Schulten will chip that back in deep. McDonough's got to come and get onside. And we get a line change here. And here we go. We got Gallant coming on with Gauguin. The Ramblers come in. And Breyer pushes his man. And Gallant tries to chip that around. And he comes off his stick. And Gauguin picks it up. Gauguin chips that out. Gauguin goes around. Oh. The Ramblers come back and get that. Delayed offside here, and Maye pick it up. Maye over to Gauguin. And Maye again picks it up. Maye across to Breyer. Breyer chips it over, tries to hit Gauguin. That was a little too far. And here, Ramblers, they're seeing a little discombobulated there coming out of the zone. They shoot that. That goes high up. And Alain will catch that and freeze it.
That was a weird bounce.
Yeah, it was a real weird bounce. Went straight up in the air. All right, McPherson taking the draw. McPherson wins the draw, but somebody moved. And the net is all set. The referee just saw that.
Yep.
I suppose good eye on the referee. A little late though.
Yeah, I gotta make sure everything's perfect before you start, right?
All right, McPherson again wins the draw. Gets it on the boards, and Brisson chips that out. Brisson lifts his stick. Brisson comes across, and they chip that down the ice, and that should be icing. No, waved off. Okay, Maye comes back and picks it up. Maye wind up. A lot of gray shirts in the way. Maye goes on the boards. He's still in. Maye goes all the way around. Maye shoots. Oh, off the shoulder. And that hit goes up and hits the net.
That's good.
Then we'll have a face-off right to the right of the Amherst netminder. And here we go. Brisson taking the draw. And he's flanked by LeBlanc and McPherson. And Referee says they got to go put those two players back on. Yep. No change. And all right, Brisson wins the draw. Comes around with that big stick and gets it again. LeBlanc tries to shoot that. Shulkin chips that in deep, takes a hit. Shulkin again holds that in, and Brisson gets it off his stick. And the Ramblers try to get that out. And they do. Center ice. Cormier has it. Cormier, step back. He'll hit Shulkin. Shulkin's going up. Shulkin goes in. Shulkin will poke that in deep. And the Ramblers player will pick that up. He'll shoot that, and that'll go down the ice. And we will have icing. Yep. Amherst. All right, you got McDonough, Savoie, and DeRoy coming back on. And Cormier and Shulkin on point. All right. Savoie taking the draw here. Savoie wins the draw, gets it to Cormier. Cormier chips it up to DeRoy. And the Ramblers will have it. He goes around DeRoy, and he'll come out of the zone, it looks like. And he hits his man Martin going down on the far side. Martin shoots that towards the net. That goes high and up. And DeRoy almost chipped that out. And there we go. They chip it up to DeRoy, and he couldn't control it. Savoie gets it, and it's fair. It's fair. It's fair. And they thought it was offside. And yeah, Amherst comes down, and they shoot, and that's right on LA.
Yeah, good squeeze from one there.
A little confusion there. They thought they were offside, and they weren't. And everybody was hollering with the stick.
I guess everything kind of happened right tight on the blue line, but when he put up the arms and he said go, I think it was a little. It might have been a little bit late.
Yeah. Now we got Gallant, Claudier, and Gauguin coming on. Maillet and Breyer on point. Gallant taking the draw here. Gallant wins the draw, and Maillet comes back, ties his man up, chips it off the boards, tries to hit Gauguin. Here we go. Claudier gets it out of the zone. That comes back, and Breyer chips that up and hits Gallant. Gallant has it. Gallant shoots, goes wide. Oh, blocker save. Claudier hits his man. Claudier goes in the corner. He gets chipped down. Breyer will come back and pick that up. Breyer has it. He'll chip it deep into the corner. Claudier come back, get it to Gallant. Gallant from the point. Gallant back to Claudier. And comes back to, and Gallant shoots. Oh, and just missed the corner on the far side. Maillet shoot that towards the net. It goes in the corner. Gallant will pick it up. Gallant gets it back to Breyer. Breyer shoots that over to the far corner. Gauguin's got to go over and get it. Gauguin takes his man into the boards. And Ramblers will shoot that down, and that'll be icing again. Then we'll get his line change.
Ramblers side.
Yeah. And there we go. We've got Brisson, LeBlanc, and McPherson coming on. And Cormier taking the draw. Brisson taking the draw here. Cormier's on point. Brisson gets it back to Cormier. Gets it shoulder, shoots. Brisson tight. And Cormier get that again. Shoots that towards the net, and that just goes wide. McPherson has it. McPherson chips that around and hits LeBlanc behind the net. LeBlanc's got it. LeBlanc looking for somebody to send it to. LeBlanc gets it around. He gets it out front. Oh, and that goes down the ice. And here we go. Cormier picked that up. And Cormier turns. Cormier wind up here. Cormier chips it out. Hits Brisson. Brisson heading in. Brisson gets over. Brisson goes down. He hits his man. And they go in. Brisson goes into his man. Brisson comes out with it. Gets it out front. The person shoots. Oh! And what a play. What a play there. That was a good play. 8:57 left in the third period.
Good chance. You got to keep it up.
And now we got Savoie, Boucher, and McDonough coming on. And Savoie will take the draw. And here we go. Savoie wins the draw. And that just skips over Cormier's stick. Cormier being chased hard. He gets it back to Schulten. Schulten chips it up to McDonough. And they'll chip that back down. And there's no icing. That was chipped in. That comes around to Boucher. Boucher chips that out. They shoot that towards the net. And LA had to be shot there.
Nice
save. Nice save right there. All right.
And we got 22 shots for Ramblers and 28 shots for Kensett. So it's going in the right direction.
Going in the right direction. All right. We've got Savoie taking the draw again. Savoie wins the draw. Ramblers get possession. And they shoot that, and that goes right on.
Nice eye on that there. You see it coming.
Yeah. And here we go. All right. We get a line change again. We've got Gallon, DeRoy, and Poirier coming on. On point, we've got Maya and Breyer. Hey, Gallon taking the draw here. And the Ramblers chip that into the corner. Breyer chips that up, hits Poirier. Poirier gets it out to Gallant. Gallant gets it out of his own. Gallant going by his man. And Gallant will get back there. And there's no icing. Player for Ramblers goes down. DeRoy goes into his man. DeRoy has possession. Gets it out front. And the Ramblers shoot that out of his own. And Maye coming back hard. He'll pick it up. Maye turns and spins. Maye will wind up. Here gets it to Poirier. Poirier sidesteps him in. He chips it off the boards to Gallant, and Gallant a little too far for him. Poirier, he took his man hard into the board. Poirier chips it up for DeRoy. DeRoy's on the fly here. DeRoy goes over. DeRoy waiting for some help. DeRoy goes in. Oh, he's taken hard. And a penalty coming. Hit to the head for the Ramblers.
Yeah, we'll take it.
And Ken South will go on the power play with 7:38. And anyway,
really
we got to call that. Is it going to be a 2-minute or a 4-minute? And we're waiting for that to go up on the board right now.
We'll see what he puts numbers on the board.
Yeah. And we'll have the power play line of McPherson, Brisson, and Boucher. Oh!
Is it him that?
Yeah, I guess putting 97 off, and it's a 2-minute. And here we go. And McPherson will take Boucher, so he'll take the draw. And McPherson's on point. Boucher has it. Brisson gets it, chips that towards the net. And the Ramblers try to shoot that down, and Miley stops that. Gets it across to McPherson. McPherson right in front, and a shot on. And they chip that out, and it skips right over Miley's stick. And Cormier's got to come back hard and pick that up. Cormier picked that up behind his net. Cormier comes out. He's on the fly. He's moving up hard. Cormier gains entry in the zone. Cormier gets around. And they try to, Ramblers get that, and they don't get it out. Boucher has it. Boucher hits McPherson on the far side. McPherson with it. McPherson trying to set it up here. McPherson gets it around to Boucher. Boucher has it behind the net. Boucher will turn. Boucher gets it out. Oh, and Brisson shoots that just wide. Corey will stop that at the point. Corey back towards the net, off the leg. And they'll shoot that, and that comes back down, and Corey will stop that at the neutral zone. And here we go. They hit McPherson. McPherson steps out. Maye on the boards. McPherson will come back and pick that up. McPherson back to Maye. And Maye will move. Maye comes in, gains entry in the zone. Maye has it. Maye gets it chipped off his stick, but he keeps it in, gets it over to Boucher. Boucher comes around. Boucher with the backhand. And Brisson was there for the rebound, and that didn't quite work. And Brisson has it. Brisson chips it off the boards, gets it to Maye. Maye shoots that towards the net, and the rebound goes! And oh my goodness. And Cormier tries to get it, and the Ramblers will shoot that out. 20 seconds left in the power play. Maye will come back and pick that up. Maye might decide to wind up here. We'll see. He's got it behind the net. He comes out, and he hits McPherson. McPherson goes across. McPherson will wind up. McPherson will gain entry. McPherson stops at the blue line. He shoots it across and hits Poirier. Poirier goes into his man. Poirier picks it up. Poirier has it. Poirier stops. He's looking for some place for it to go. Claudia has it still. Claudia gets it out front. Claudia has Breyer up tight. He gets it to Cormier at the point. Claudia shoots towards the net. Oh! And McPherson had the rebound there. And we're 5-on-5 here, and Brisson has it behind the net. Brisson goes. Brisson gets it. Oh, he tried to hit Breyer, and that goes past Breyer and goes down the ice, and we have icing. 5:11 left in the third period. And
I'll give it a shot back in the Ramblers zone.
time is winding down, but
we get something created here.
Yep.
And it's 5 minutes.
right, we've got
11 seconds.
Gallant, Claudia, and Gregory on, and Cormier stays on, and along with Shelton. Okay, here we go. Gallant taking the draw. Gallant wins the draw, and the Ramblers chip that to the boards. Gallant again has it. Shelton chips that in deep. And Gallant's looking for a place for it to go. And Claudia goes into his man, and the Ramblers try to shoot that out, and they do. Cormier comes back and picks that up, and he's got that 97 all over him. And Shelton chips that up, and that goes, and the Ramblers will shoot that down, and that's icing.
We'll give it a shot in the Ramblers zone again.
Yeah.
At least it's in the right zone. We just got to try to create some momentum here.
Yeah. And here we go. We have a line change, and we've got Boucher, Brisson, and Deroy coming on. Oh, sorry, Savoy, Boucher, and Deroy. And we got Maya and Breyer. Savoy taking the draw. Savoy wins the draw. Boucher gets that back, and they shift that towards the net, and we'll get a whistle. And Savoy goes in and nudges his player, and I think there's some special words there. And here we go. Savoy taking the draw. And Savoy Ramblers win that draw, and they shoot it on the boards. That comes out to Deroy. Deroy shoots towards the net. That gets deflected a little high, and a glove save.
As long as a shot on the goal or something, we can keep the momentum in that zone. That's the beginning. So
I agree.
We got to create something.
All right, Savoy taking the draw again. And Savoy, Ramblers win the draw, and they're going to try and chip that out. And Boucher stopped that just at the corner, but the Ramblers player has that. He chips that in, and that goes back. Maye goes back, picks that up. Maye chips it up to Boucher. Boucher steps around his man. Maye goes right into his man. And here comes Maye again. Maye takes 97 in. And 97 goes around. And tries to go. Here we go. We got Savoy coming in. Savoy goes around. Savoy shoots. And that hits the netting. And we'll have a face-off in the Ramblers zone. And
4 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
We grab one goal before 4 minutes. Just going to create something back so we give another start in the Ramblers zone.
That's right. And here we go. We've got Brisson taking the draw here along with LeBlanc and McPherson. And
I think the rest of the Ramblers have, I think the coaches have some questions.
Yeah. And I think he's talking about that hit at center ice, which was a real clean hit by Maye.
Yep.
So, and they're having a little conference. One referee's going to the other here, and they're going to see what happens. And here, the little conference. All right, now he's going to go back, tell him what's what. And so, trying to understand what's going on. And a little bit of waste of time here.
Yep.
But anyways, 4 minutes left in the period. Brisson taking the draw here. And we got Cormier on point and Shelton. Everybody's getting a rest. And they're making, Kent South's making a plan to pull the goaltender here. So
as we're waiting here, we have 32 shots for Kent Sid.
And here we go. Brisson taking the draw. Brisson wins the draw. He's down on one knee. He gets it out to Shelton. Shelton goes around. Schulten looking for some place for it to go. Schulten chips that in, and the Ramblers chip that back. And Brisson working hard here, hard against the board. LeBlanc shoots. Oh, and that goes high. Cormier has it. Cormier comes in tight. Cormier loses off his stick, and they get it out front. Schulten shoots off the leg and then hits the netting. And we got 3:31 left in the third period. And that was a good,
really good shift
there. Now we've got Boucher, Gallant, and Poirier coming on. And here we go. Gallant gonna take the draw here. And Gallant wins the draw. Boucher, Poirier has it. He chips it back for Gallant. That goes around. Boucher will pick it up on the far side. He tries to chip that over to Gallant. Gallant has it on his stick. He gets it out. Oh! Boucher almost had it there, and that went wide. And here we go. Boucher chips it off a stick. Boucher avoids a hit there, and they get it back to Gallant. Gallant's got it out front. Shoot! Oh! Hard save. Schulten comes back and gets it. Schulten chips it up to Boucher. Boucher gets it out to Poirier, and they chip it out to the neutral zone. And Schulten will pick that up, and he'll kick it back to Cormier. Cormier lined up. Cormier's coming in. Cormier shoots. Oh, and the netminder didn't really know where that was. That hit the referee, and the Ramblers chip that out, and Schulten holds the line. Schulten gets that back in. Poirier will pick it up. Poirier has it. Poirier chips that back in deep, and the Ramblers will shoot that out. And here we go. Schulten comes back and picks it up. 2:25 left in the third period. Schulten chips that up to Poirier. And the Ramblers have it. They chip it out. They shoot towards the net. That goes wide. Alain tried to freeze that. Comes to the point. They'll chip that back in deep. And here we go. Ramblers again chipping that back in deep. And Cormier pick it up. They'll chip it out to the neutral zone.
Make sure that
2 minutes left. Cormier gets it. Cormier pushing hard. Cormier still has it. Cormier takes another hit. Cormier again. LeBlanc goes into his man. And it comes out. McPherson shoots towards the net. Cormier, LeBlanc there. And where is it? Nobody knows. The puck is wide. And LeBlanc takes a big hit. The net moves. Referee whistles it down. And LeBlanc took a big hit there. They crashed the net. 1:43 left in the third period. And they going to have a face-off just to the right of the netminder. And going to have a timeout here. And they'll fix the net. All right. We'll come back in a minute.
Yep.
Here we go. All right, we're back. Shots on net are 24-36 Kent South. 1:43 left in the third period. And we've got LeBlanc taking the draw here. And he is flanked by Savoie and McPherson. And the referees are discussing something. And on point, we've got Mario and Cormier. So LeBlanc taking the draw. LeBlanc wins the draw. He chips it to the corner. And we've got Cormier chips up towards the net, and that goes wide. And LeBlanc goes in. He gets the puck. He has it. And they're trying to chip it out. And Mario will pick it up. Mario chips that across, hits Cormier. Cormier will chip that in deep. We'll do the dump and chase. 1:21 left. LeBlanc goes around, and Meyer has it here at the point. Meyer chips out in deep. LeBlanc has it. LeBlanc chips out right out front, and the goaltender will freeze that. And again, they take Meyer down. LeBlanc down. And the referee
All right, let's see what we can get credit here.
All right, so Savo is going off, and we got Brisson on. Oh, we got Savo back on. The referee didn't want to let them change. All right, McPherson taking the draw here, and McPherson's waved out. LeBlanc takes the draw. LeBlanc, and Meyer gets it. Meyer shoots out off a shin, and it goes to the corner. LeBlanc goes over. He goes down. He's got the puck. LeBlanc still has the puck. LeBlanc going around hitting his man. McPherson comes out and chips it out. Meyer goes in. He hits his man. Meyer has it now. Shoots! And the goaltender saw that all the way. And 44 seconds left. And here we go. LeBlanc's going off, and they're going to have a timeout, Kent South. We're going to have a timeout, Kent South. We'll take a little break.
Yep.
Here we go. We've got Gallant on with Boucher and Brisson. And McPherson, we've pulled our goaltender.
All right.
And we've got Cormier and Maya on point. Gallant taking the draw here. Gallant wins the draw. That comes out. And Boucher's got it. Boucher has it. Shoots. That hits the netting. We'll have another face-off. 38 seconds left. And here we go. We'll have a face-off to the left of the netminder. And Gallant taking the draw again. And Gallant wins the draw cleanly. Comes to Meyer. Meyer chips that in deep into the corner. Gallant picks it up. Gallant goes right in front of the net. Hits McPherson. McPherson trying to find some place for it to go. McPherson chips it back. Tried to hit Gallant. And the Ramblers will shoot that down. Oh! 20 seconds left. And that is icing. Ramblers, and they should add some time on the clock because it was a late whistle.
Yeah, I'd say
and
at least 20 seconds.
Yeah. And
we have a few seconds there to.
All right, we'll have a face-off. 18 seconds left, and we'll have Boucher taking the draw here. Okay, Boucher taking the draw. And Boucher wins the draw. McPherson has it. Gets it across the Meyer. Meyer shoots off the shin. Meyer again going over. Meyer chips it to Brisson. Brisson chips it towards the net. Off the pad. Brisson again trying to get it behind the net. And the time is walking down. Meyer shoots. We're going to overtime. Oh, and that was a good goal. Good save. That's a good goal. He's saying the referee's going to say overtime. And that is a good goal. There was still a second on the clock. Nothing in. Good goal. That's a good goal. The time was still on the clock. I looked, it was 0.1.
Yep.
We could go to the camera and the replay. All right, what do you think? I think that was a good goal. I looked right at the top, and there was 0.1 left.
0.1.
Yep. That's a good goal. I think the linesman's saying it's a good goal. And we're going to overtime here, folks. We'll take a break while we're figuring it out.
Yep.
Are we live? Okay, yes sir, and it's a good goal. We are going to overtime. We're going to have the coaches from the Ramblers argue this, but here we go. And I'm not sure what the rules are in this tournament. Did anybody look? What's that? It should be a 5-minute overtime.
Yeah.
4-on-4. Okay. Well, it looks like it might be 10 minutes. And it looks like it's going to be 3-on-3. All right, this is really important though, and we're going 3-on-3. Within the face-off, control the puck.
Yeah.
Right?
They're putting 97 on the.
Well, I'm sure they're going to run him probably for the full 10 minutes.
Yep.
And all right, Ramblers coaches aren't that happy, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yep.
All right. There's a lot of ice 3-on-3, I'm going to tell you. All right, Boucher taking the draw here. Boucher, Ramblers win the draw. And the Ramblers try to go back. And Boucher steals it. Boucher coming in. Boucher shoots and they save. Oh, he took the rebound. He's got his own rebound. Boucher gets it out. Oh, and he tried to hit Brisson. Brisson on defense here. And hits Brisson in the shins. Rambler player picks up his own rebound, and Cormier picks that off. He hits Boucher. Boucher chips it out to Brisson. Brisson turned back, reset. Brisson chips that up to Cormier. Cormier lined up. Cormier coming back. Cormier comes in. Cormier turns back. He's looking for someplace for it to go. He hits Brisson. Brisson chips it up to Boucher. Boucher back to Brisson. Brisson shoots back to Boucher. Boucher tries to chip it across to Cormier. Cormier has it. Cormier taking his time. Cormier waiting for someplace to look. Cormier chips that across to Brisson. Brisson shoots off a shin. Cormier picks that up. Cormier again. Oh, and that's chipped off the stick, and Brisson's got to come back hard. Brisson picks it up. He's chipped again. Brisson pick it up in the corner. He turns, gets away from his man, chips that up, and he lost it. And Ramblers players should come back. Oh, here we go. Corey is coming down. Shoots. And the rebound goes. We are going to the final. And that will be at 2:30 this afternoon. And we will come back later. What a game. Wow.
No, but in type like that, 3 on 3 is a lot.